Hello everybody, it's Mr. Kubisak, and we have our TN Ready Part 1 writing portion of our EOC coming up early next week. And so I wanted to take a little bit of time to go through some strategies for timed writing or on-demand writing. And we haven't done a whole lot of timed writing in class, but we have done a lot of different writing prompts and writing responses. You may recognize this from last year in Mrs. Bolus's class. I shared this with her, and it's actually written by a guy called Kelly Gallagher, and he's an English teacher. He's a really good English teacher who comes up with cool stuff like this. So, without further ado, let's talk a little bit about the TN Ready Writing Assessment. So for the EOC writing portion, we've got about 85 minutes to read a passage or set of passages and then respond in writing in a multi-paragraph essay to what you've read. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to take a prompt that does not require any reading, and we're gonna tear it apart using the strategy, the ABCs and D of on-demand writing. So here's our sample prompt right here. And it says, by the time students enter high school, they have learned about many moments in history that have influenced our world today. Think about a moment in history you studied and consider its importance. And then we've got the meat of the prompt here, which says, write a composition in which you discuss a moment in history, share its importance in today's world, be sure to support the moment with details and examples. So the first thing we need to do is attack the prompt here. And so we're going to work through this little list right here. First thing we do is we cross out anything that refers to writing an essay or a composition. We know why we're here. We know that we're here to write an essay. So it's just extra words. We don't need them. Our next step is to circle any words that ask us to do anything. And so here we're asked to discuss. We're asked to share. And we're asked to support. The next part that we're going to do is we're going to draw an arrow from each of the words that tell us something to do and what specifically it's telling us to do. So here we're asked to discuss a moment in history, share its importance in today's world, and support the moment with details and examples. Our next step is to, underneath the prompt, rewrite and number the circled words. We've been asked to discuss a moment in history, share its importance, and support with details and examples. So the next step is to brainstorm some different ideas, some topics, and then select a topic. So here's a little brainstorm list of some significant moments in history, and we're going to choose 9/11 to go forward with. Next, we're going to add some supporting details. Then we'll choose the order of our response. And we're going to take out this stuff right here because I don't think it's going to be pertinent. Since we switched from computer testing to handwriting, this step is extremely important to finish before you start writing. There's nothing quite so frustrating as getting halfway or completely finished with your paper and then going back and realizing, oh, I should have put something else in here. You can't move stuff around like you can on the computer. There's no copying and pasting. There's no erasing. You have to cross it out, and that makes your essay look really messy. So not including the time that you have spent carefully reading the materials given to you. This entire process from A, B, and C should take about 5 minutes. Attacking the prompt should take between 30 seconds and a minute. Brainstorming ideas should take between 30 seconds and a minute. Adding supporting details after you've chosen a topic should take between about 3 minutes. And then choosing the order of your response should take less than a minute. You want to make sure that you're choosing a logical order, and then begin writing your paper. Again, you only have about 90 minutes for the entire reading and writing process, and so we're not expecting a completed perfect draft. However, you should pay careful attention to grammar and usage. If you have excessive grammar and usage errors, you will be marked down for that. So it's important to go back and reread your paper, find your mistakes, and fix the mistakes as neatly as possible. In Edmodo, I've got some prompts that you can practice with.